throat hurts. Excuse me. I know I'm saying excuse me through a laptop. Been a fucking shitty day. Shitty. Just nothing fucking works today. Nothing works. I was meeting an old friend for lunch over in Bargersville. Excuse me. And then was thinking I'd run by here, the family plot cemetery, which is behind me. And after lunch, well, I was going to go before, and then other shit had to happen, and then I was going to go after. And it was just like, wanted to listen to some music, and the CD player fucking up, and then, you know, it's just like, it's just it's one of those like Bukowski with the fucking shoelace breaking. It's like just a confluence, an amalgam of just constant fucking minor and major irritation today. And the day itself is fucking shitty as hell out. Been raining and fucking shitty. And then when you try and get anywhere in Waverly, Indiana, they never thought to build a road that either just goes fucking east and west or north and south without 10,000 bends in it, and everywhere's got goddamn construction fucking on it, so you can't get to anything. I'm not a big fan of pissing and moaning and complaining. But this day has worn me down. And then after lunch, it was just so shitty out, I was like, I don't even feel like going to the cemetery after all. It's just too crappy out. If I'm going to go, I'd rather it be on a nicer day. And I'm going to have to be here in probably a week and a half anyway for half two reasons. And then when I was coming home from Bargersville, of course, there's different detours because in the last 20 years they've never gotten Highway 144 fucking straightened out. So then with the detour and took a wrong turn, and then I ended up being relatively close to the cemetery anyway, so I was like, well, I might as well go. And then I had a pop. I stopped. I was thirsty as hell. Stopped and got a pop. And then when I was making a left turn, the goddamn drink holders in this let the fucking pop spill over on the floor. And then I was picking the pop up, and there's a hole in the bottom of it, so it's leaking out the bottom. And I throw it out the window, and it fucking leaks pop all over goddamn everything. One of those days where I wish I had a million fucking cigarettes and a million joints and a million fucking bottles of whiskey. Problem is, I won't let myself drink enough to become a drunk, and I won't smoke more than 3 cigarettes. So I guess I did it to myself. But anyway, I walked over there by the stone, only just 6 feet away from Dad's body and Grandma's body and Grandpa's body, where Nathanael's ashes are going to be, and more than likely where my ass is going to end up. But once you get here, and I was just so shitty earlier. Not a long time ago earlier, like 30 minutes ago earlier. It's like I hardly ever come out to the cemetery over here, and all these bent-ass roads and all the shutdowns and the detours, and it's like, where the fuck am I? And I'm looking at my, well, it's like I know where I am and I know where I'm going, but I don't know the easiest fucking way to get there that doesn't have a goddamn construction crew tearing the shit up. And then sitting there drenched in fucking pop, CDs won't play right, shitty fucking day out, and I just unleash just fucking wrathful tirade of cussing, which I will admit we Dohertys are relatively good at. Not so much the screaming part, but the cussing part. Blowing off some steam before I jerk the fucking steering wheel into the nearest goddamn oak tree to put me in this old fucking Ford Focus drenched in Coke Zero, both out of our fucking misery. But I got too much shit to do, so like old Camus, I'll just have a cup of coffee. So anyway, but once you get over here to this cemetery, I mean, thankfully the rain quit. Lots of birds singing. And I guess I can think of worse places for my carcass to spend my days from whenever the date's written after my dash until the eventual heat death of the fucking universe. At least I'll be near my people and a lot of the old timers that used to sit in the restaurants with my grandpa and my dad and tell stories when I was young. They're all here. But I don't really know what I'm even complaining about. We got the well, I do know what I'm complaining about, but I just know it ain't doing any goddamn good to complain, other than maybe keeping me from blowing a gasket. But I woke up this morning and had the email from the folks out there at the funeral home and the contract for the cremation and the scatter tube and the this and the that and all the fucking charges that exist. And so once we pay that, we'll be basically fucking broke. And if we're not, we'll be broke when we come back from Las Vegas. But hey, at least we're still amongst the living. I'm on the top side of this fucking green sod, for whatever that's worth. At the moment, it doesn't feel like a lot. I was crying earlier. Just fucking wrung out. Just over it. Fucking over it. And I still didn't want to come here. I was like, oh, now I'm close enough. Might as well fucking go. And then as soon as I started getting lost and my famous handed down from Dad Doherty resistentialism is in play, it's like, well, I know I'm fucking within a mile and a half of this motherfucker. Now I'm gonna get there one goddamn way or the other if I gotta machete my way through the fucking wilderness to get there. And there's just 2/10 of a mile up there, the fucking road's closed going the way I need to go out, and I went through some barriers down there, so just one of those days where it just feels like you're just swimming against the fucking undertow. But at least I had my laptop with me so I could sit here and bitch and moan in a cemetery. But it was good meeting with my old friend, and coincidentally meeting with another old friend this afternoon, as long as everything works out as smoothly as it's been fucking working out since I got up this morning. But catch my breath and get my shit together. I don't want to show up back home in a fucking bad mood. Just I don't want to be bringing fucking negativity into their situation. I guess I'll go say goodbye to the family over there. And hopefully get home a little smoother than I got over here.